Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Condors of Oklahoma City taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing on first down, Monroe. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Hendricks. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 30-yard line. Looking to throw. Monroe. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. They'll try the left side. Hendricks might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Monroe escaping the pressure right. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Clark. Fighting his way through contact. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Looking to throw on second down. Monroe. This short throw caught by Goddard. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effect.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Jalen Hyatt. His second touchdown on the season. And the Condors have retaken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing to start the drive. Monroe. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Operating from the gun. Monroe toward the pylon, caught. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that is incomplete.
Nice call on the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 3rd down, Masters. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They'll run on first down. Hendricks. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also...
Touchdown! A great play there. 27 yards. And the Condors are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. After one, 17-7 is our score. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Masters. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Vikings at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Masters. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Masters. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Vikings send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken right around the 44. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go. Hendricks to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Hyatt. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Condors are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Vikings 7. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Clark. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
To throw on 3rd down. Masters got his man complete over the middle. That's Clark. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Masters. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
He's going to look deep here for Ward. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And what a big-time play there. 48 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a handoff up the middle. Hendricks. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. To throw on second down. Monroe is going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Monroe. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Complete right side to Hyatt. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Monroe. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, they've got the comfortable lead. Decision time here. Do they go for it, press their luck?
Listen, if I'm the head coach, I take my headset off. I turn to my defense and say, guess what, guys? We're going for it right here, right now.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
In motion left goes a tight end. On second down, It's Clark, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
From the gun on third down. Masters throwing the out route incomplete. That's Clark. And he will have a Vikings first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. On 1st and 10, Masters. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off play action. Masters. And my goodness, another interception. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on third down, Monroe. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A big play there. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw. Monroe. That one finds Hyatt. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Condors are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down.
And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. 73 yards. And the Condors are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played,
now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Operating from the gun, Masters. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
and that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Masters. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's down the field for Jefferson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
Looking to throw. Monroe. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now a give right side. Hendricks. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fielded at the 43. Uses the spin. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. He's got room to roam. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking 7 yards away. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
137 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Monroe. And that will be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And now here's another interception. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Monroe going up top.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly, and that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. Able to push his way through. There he goes, right side.
Still on his feet.
And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Throwing to start the drive. Monroe.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Up the middle they go. Hendricks. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Off the play fake. Monroe. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to kick it away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Now he's free at the 35, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run the counter. Hendricks. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Monroe. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Back to throw. Monroe. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Condors look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game. And, my goodness, another interception. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. On 1st down, Hendricks. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Monroe. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Ready up.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
Run it back. Yeah. Run it back.